because I'm getting a PC this weekend. Whoa! So yeah, um, expected a lot more racing content and just a lot more streaming in general because I'm very excited and hopefully edited content. But I'm just so fucking excited. I can't wait. Fucking can't wait to get this PC. I've been saving for a while, ready for it for a while.
This week is a glorification of clean design and ruthless functionality. It's KTM, a Motorfest selection.
And we will be doing this as well. American Custom, Mainstays Legacy. Now that the background set's over and I got what I needed, let's get going with the playlist. Or not the fucking this. Let's get going with the KTM Summit. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I haven't really been grinding too much. I mostly have been doing the I really haven't grinded this game that much at all. I'm just haven't really been wanting to. But yeah. So let's get going now onto our usual stuff. I'll be streaming NASCAR later. I'll be streaming NASCAR on the weekend. That'll be the stream before I stream on PC. I'm going to stream NASCAR on Saturday, and then I'm going to do my first PC stream on Sunday. That is the plan. So yeah. I know what game I'm going to be streaming. What do we have here? Probably, yeah, let's just... Yeah, let's just do this, I guess. Okay. I guess that. 9,000 for that. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Do I want to add a wide body? No. I like the stock rims. Yes, I want that. Do I want to add the wide body to the back? Yes. Hell no, am I doing no wing? But I do like that wing a bit better than the other one. What does the stock one look like? What's the difference between that and stock? Oh, the tail lights. That's it. For 9,000. I'll keep it. I'll want that. I want the orange trim. Interior color, I want red. Can't change, can't change, can't change. 7,000 just to change the steering wheel red. Go fuck yourself. So yeah, that is my build. Spent way too much on it, but oh well. Vanity, anything good? I want to keep race tires on. Anything good though? That could work. That actually does work. No. We'll probably just do a whole motorsports build. Is there a motorsports exhaust? I don't think so. It's bike. Well, you know, let's add some bike lever to it. The bike lever's one to it, just because the KTM bike company. And it's orange. Aw. Yeah, we'll add that just cause. Not orange wing, that's better. We'll add that, it looks cool. Not gonna do that, we're not gonna do that. I don't think I want to add any of these. I don't want to add any of these. Cool, that's our build. Let's register it. Alright, and let's get on to the racing. Yeah, there's gonna be so much stuff I'm gonna stream on this channel, and just so, like, I just cannot wait for more content. I don't know why I came here. I'm just gonna get rid of all of that. Let's get to what I'm actually need to get to. Collect that. Yeah, we still have one more. We still have one more week. Typically they do these on the last week. We still got one more week. Didn't even get the fucking LP. Oh well. Let's go. Loaned vehicle. More prestige tickets for the second prize. I guess that's just what they're doing at this point. Second prize would be prestige tickets. Let's go. Let's have some fun. You can hear the squeak from my shoe because they're wet as fuck. I don't know if that's gonna be annoying on the team, but whatever. I just can't wait to start using this get this PC and start fucking racing with it. And just start using it. Just having a PC to play games on. I can't wait. Oh, he just smacked me. Okay. So that didn't go well. Alright, let's catch back up and try to get going. Oh! AI crashed. Alright, we're caught up to the back of the pack. Using the new tracks. Just ran into that motorcycle. Let's go. Empty out this nitro and get going. Go past them, fly past them, hit the wall. Go on the outside of them, tap them. Go flying. Alright, one more car. As my foot is slipping. Damn it. Whatever. Empty out the nitro, get going. I'm only halfway through this race and we're already in second. We can take our time and go. Slippery seas are not helping though. We're gonna fly right past them. First place. And we're flying. Probably didn't need a break there, so kind of gave them some time back. They are right there on my ass. Fucking break. Get going. They are right there on my ass. Holy fuck. But we're gone. And that's a win. Woo! Decent fight. Like, they were right there behind me for a while. Alright. Any hypercar. Awesome. Let's use a non-KTM car. What do I want to use? Probably the M600. I'll probably use. I just realized that this is also called GT and this is the original GT. Wait. Oh, that was 2008. But it's also a, I'm pretty sure this is only a, I think this is only a concept car. I don't think this was ever in production, but I could be wrong. But I didn't realize that that came out sooner than this. The GT everyone knows. Let's use, just quickly go through all of these. What was the other car I was thinking about using? It was this. Now let's use this. This is 2020, yeah. Let's use the other small. Let's use the other 20 car. That's a small brand. Let's use this and have some fun. Let's go. I love this blue color on this car. It looks so good. Alright, let's just bully the AI. Hey, Corvette. Another beautiful blue car. as I fucking cut across the track. Let's send it through that corner like a dumbass. Move out of my way. Not gonna let you get the apex. That was on you for not making the corner. Or for hitting me. That's on me for not letting you make the corner, but on you for hitting me. I was already well in there. I took my opportunity. But after the AI, I don't care. Saved it, kinda. Just use nitro and get right back past you. Gonna absolutely send it wide. He's gonna fucking hit me. I like this track a lot. Gonna park it. Did not let him pass. That's a sharper corner than I thought it was. Made it though, so we're good. Just understeery as hell. Probably could have cut there, but it well. Okay, we're just gonna take a little grass detour. Oh, we're gonna do a flying. Break. Ow. Just tapped the wall, but we're gonna drift through that corner. Woo! And we're gonna win this race. Fun fucking track. And cool ass car. Hey, Corvette came second. The two blue cars, 1-2. KTM Expo. Time to officially use this car. Oh, let's throw bucks on this, I guess. Let's get going. Time for the KTM race with our honestly really cool looking car. I like that black and orange paint scheme we got going. Well, the black paint with the orange decal. This thing looks really cool. Also, really fast. Just bully the AI a little bit. It's also raining. Basically what it looked like on my drive from home, except much darker. than this. Ooh, that orange fucking underglow, or that orange smoke, so cool. Corvette got passed. I'm not gonna let this car pass. Bro, this thing drives so badly. It's just... Okay, this car looks so fucking cool though, but this thing drives so badly. Like, the rain isn't helping, but it's like, it keeps like kicking... out. This thing is so unstable. It is such an unstable mess, driving this thing. Like, this thing probably super, like, even IRL, I know that this thing's known for being really light, so that probably is making it a little worse, just because light vehicles and the gaming physics don't mix well. Especially when we're talking about hypercar physics. Just not a good combination. Ow! Fucking Corvette. I'm gonna bully the biker now. What the fuck? Okay, now that my shoes have dried off, I gotta reposition them to get a better grip. Hey, what's up, AD? What is up? Okay, we're good. Didn't lose it. Okay, let's not fly off the bridge. What the fuck? What did that Corvette do? That Corvette just... The car does not want to drive straight, but the Corvette just killed itself. The Corvette just fucking killed itself. What the fuck was that? The Corvette just killed itself. I almost followed it too like a dumbass. Sup, DeMello? What is up? The Corvette just killed itself. That was insane. Alright, and now we're on this car's favorite type of driving. Straight line, high speeds. This thing was built for this. Well, or proper tracks that aren't wet. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine, 80. Watching South African football and you at the same time. That double stream. Like, are you talking about like South Africans' version of football or soccer? Or are they playing soccer? Because just for a little clarification. Yeah. Soccer, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because like other than rugby, I don't think there is any other version of football in any other country besides rugby. Like, that's the only thing I can think of that would be another version of football. Yeah. Ooh, 105,000 points. That is kind of insane. But yeah, soccer's fun to watch. I used to play soccer. There's a lot of strategy into it that's fun and interesting. But yeah. Yeah, let's just use the Red Bull. Fuck it. None of these other ones are KTM. Might as well just use the Red Bull. It's also just fun, like, watching the kickers make the crazy shots they do. in the teamwork that in like this heavy teamwork, like quick action teamwork that goes into it. So similar to basketball, but honestly, I think soccer is a little more interesting than basketball. I think I may have scored one. This was like freaking 7 years ago though, like in middle school. So I don't really remember what I just know that I was not that good. Or no, actually, scratch that. I was a decent defender, but I was horrible as an offender. I may have I mostly stayed put back near the goal defending. I did make a couple good saves though when I was defending though. I was a decent defender, but I'm not that good of an offender. And we're gonna fly right off the mountain. Awesome, this thing has no brakes. Yeah, I think I did assist in one or two goals when I played. Move. Like, even if I did get back into soccer, offense is fun, but I know I'm good at defense. I'm not that good at offense whatsoever. It's also just fun, like, taking the ball away from people. Like, they go onto offense, they take a little bit too much, and then they're gone. And then I take the ball away from them and then pass it to a teammate that's probably actually going to score, unlike me. Yeah, they are. Like, in any sport, they're really important. Like, even in fucking racing. Like, if you have a teammate defending, racing, like, it is 10 times easier to actually get away from them. Because if a teammate defends, whoever's on offense is cooked. They have nothing they can do to stop you at that point. Except for, like, maybe start trying to do a few, like, getting the defender off and, you know, punting them a few times. Like, it's really hard to, like, if you have two teammates working together in any racing sport to defend, to do anything against it. Just because you don't typically have that happening. But yeah, defense is always important. Like, whenever, like, back when I was in school, aka less than a year ago, anytime we played some sort of sport, I know my strength. I am really good at defending, and because most people would do offense and not defense, I would just go to defense. Just, you know, everyone's in offense, need someone to defend, and if I had a team that actually was willing to do stuff and not just sit around trying to do offense only, we would dominate, basically. What are the things? Nothing really that interesting. Yeah, defense is key to anything. We'll just give you that, even though there's a gazillion gold. Never mind. Holy fuck, gold. Let's do magnet. Is there actually no magnet here? That is kind of crazy. Yes, KTM is a Austrian, either Australian Let me look. Yep, Austrian. KTM is an Austrian company that typically does motorcycles, but they recently have made a few supercars and race cars, which are really cool. It's literally just me, AD, and you. That is literally the three people that are watching. This is a nice. That is that is kind of funny of how it does that. Did I? Yeah, I upgraded this already. Let's get racing. I I'm so glad I'm now streaming later because I'm getting more views now. Because like every single stream has gotten five about 5 views, which is insane, and also got 13 subscribers recently, which is awesome. Like every single stream has gotten 5 views, around 5 views, which is insane. Like I did not think this would start happening. And then I'm gonna be doing PC stuff soon, and hopefully grow the channel more. This is gonna be fun. Pop that wheelie at the start. I don't know if it increases speed. I just do it because it's fun. Oh, this. Why does this bike feel better than the Red Bull edition? It's the same thing. Why does this feel better? Is it just lighter? Is it just because the Red Bull edition is heavier than this? This, for some reason, feels better. Yeah, no. My plan is to focus on racing games, but I still want to stream other games. It's just, right now, racing games are really the only things I want to, play. I just haven't been in the mood to really play much. That's why I haven't been streaming much else. But like, I am gonna focus on racing games. I just want to play other games as well. Just because I don't want to be a strictly racing game channel. I still want to do mostly racing games, but I do still want to play other games. It's gonna be a single player, and it's gonna be a racing and RPG channel is what I'm gonna have. Like anything racing, anything RPG, I'm gonna have on the channel. It's just games are gonna be the only consistent stuff that I play all the time, along with, you know, what I'm probably gonna make edited content on the most, just because I know the most about it. But I'll still occasionally sprinkle around, you know, RPG stuff as well, just because I do like RPG games. And I find them fun. Like, when I started this channel, I was thinking about for a while having a racing-only channel, but I decided to just do TM Gaming because I do want to cover more. Because, as I said, I do really like RPGs. Let's, just go through here. I don't think it saves any time. I just want to go through there. Oh, no. I don't even... Well... I don't think you're even supposed to go through there. I think I just broke it by doing that, but whatever. Oh, holy fuck, how did I miss that tree? How the fuck did I miss that tree? Alright. And final race. Probably just going to use this bike again because it, for some reason, feels better. Oh, no, they're not the same. I thought they were the same, but apparently I'm dumb. This is the RC16. This is the 1190 RC8. So, this... Does it have... What's the weight difference? That's what I want to know. What's the weight difference? 450. Why does it not tell you the weight? What is... Why? Is there no weight on there? Also, I see what the difference is, because the lateral G is higher than on the... So it allows it to steer a bit more as I hit the wrong button. I'm going to assume, though, that this bike is lighter than the other bike. Just because of how it handles and feels. But can't know because they won't tell you the fucking weight for who knows what reason. Besides, probably Red Bull doesn't want people to know. Let's pop a quick wheelie just because. I can't wait for the next playlist on this map because this map has so many cool roads and like little areas I can go through. Oh, up here. I just jumped over that building. That was kind of insane. As I just saw an AI crash into a building. Nice fucking job. We'll just cut through here. I completely missed the ramp. We'll just do that. Oh, that's a wall. Ow. Why is the Corvette slowing down? Who knows? Alright, so hopefully this time I actually hit the ramp. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be done. And race win. Whoa! Alright. Let's finish the 3 feats and then head on to the Legacy playlist. Let's use the hypercar just because it's most likely going to be faster than the bikes. And also I just want to use my wheel. Choose vehicle. Hypercar, KTM. And let's turn around and get a run start. as it glitzes out. Ow. 207. We'll take it. 'Cause I don't care. Escape. And then a salmon. So, AD, I accidentally clicked on the sort you made of what you're talking about. Oh. To turn the volume back down. I'm on console. Um, I don't have the PC yet. I will be getting it this weekend. But yeah, I accidentally clicked on the sort you made about that, and holy fuck, he has a thick ass. And also that is funny how you kicked the fucking camera right afterwards. That was fucking funny. I have a KTM this, so we'll use this. Yeah, that was a funny sort. Oh, fuck yeah! Woo! Woo! And then, let's grab the hypercar. Let's go. Can you seriously use a plane for this? That's kind of bullshit. I'm not going to. I've said before, I don't even give a shit about the points anymore. I just want to have fun doing this. Especially now they can just fucking buy the summit stuff with the prestige tickets. I don't even care. Let's jump off this. Woo! Alright, on to the legacy playlist. Hey, you can get these now. Wait. Did they add that to the others? I don't think so. No, they didn't. Like, I have them. You know, I have them, so I don't even know what I'm looking through. Because, like, I have that. I have all of them. Yeah, I have all of them. So. Let's get going. Let's earn some extra cash from this. Oh yeah, this was this update. So they're starting to catch up. They're kind of starting to catch up to the new stuff. So like, how are they gonna do it then? Because they're kind of starting to catch up to now. Or I just don't realize how long ago this was released. No, they were... Oh, it's just bullshit. It sucks even more because I don't have the music on. And I don't really care to turn it on either. So let's just get this over with. As my wheel is doing whatever the fuck it's doing. I missed. Fuck. I missed again. I hit the wrong one. Like, this is the only thing where the music matters. And there is a streamer mode, I just don't care for the music in this game. I want to hear the engine roar. That's the only thing I care about. Oh, I just explained it. Yeah, I know that too. Like San Andreas. I actually played through when I played through San Andreas when I was a kid, I fucking struggled on that dance. I legit, like, tried to avoid that missing, but I eventually had to do it and struggled my way through. That mission is genuinely hard in San Andreas. I do not know why. It just is. Which one? Oh, I think it was... Yeah. It is hard. I don't know why they made it hard, but it just was. It probably would be easy now, but like back then, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Yeah, as I said, I don't have the music on because there is a copyright-free option you can use for streaming. I just don't care for the music, most of the music in this game, and I I want to hear the engine. This game has really, really good engine sounds, and two, off stream, I typically have my own music going or have YouTube going, so I don't want to have the music on at the same time as my, you know, whatever I have on. That's another reason why I don't have it on for when I'm off stream. Another one of these. Also, last time I did play this, I did try it with the music on for one of them, but it didn't even match. Like, what I was doing didn't even match up to the, like, music. So I just said screw it anyways. If it's not gonna match, I don't care about it. My wheel is having a Caesar right now. You guys can hear it actually, just doing craziness. Ah, I hit the wrong fucking shit. I almost had it basically fucking perfect. Ah, damn it, I hit the wrong one. Damn it. It sucks that GTA 5 didn't have a, no, GTA 5 does have it. It's just, I don't use it that often because it's like, not as interesting as San Andreas. Because San Andreas actually had a reason for it. GTA 5 just kind of like, oh, here's some lowriders that can bounce. Fucking died years ago. Like, it's kind of cool, but also, you know, no one uses it anymore. It died years ago. Anyways, so let's now move on to some actual racing, hopefully. Hypercar. I hope GTA 6 doesn't follow the same trend as GTA 5 has done in, like, release an update and then forget about it the very next update. Like, please, if you're going to release something, keep it going, keep it fresh, keep it updated. My wheel wasn't straight. Now it is. Don't just release something once and then forget about it. Keep it updated and keep it fresh to keep things fun and interesting. Or, like, every couple of updates, add something new. If you don't want to add something new every update, at least do it every couple of updates. To, like, at least remind people it exists, and to also remind people, and to also just, you know, not let it get so stale people stop caring about it. GTA 6 needs to make sure to do that. Either add less, or, you know, just don't forget about it, because it's always an fuck. I couldn't see, the sun was in my eyes, that's my excuse. Bro, I honestly stopped following GTA. Like, I have not really hard followed GTA in a while, basically since I started this channel. Actually, before that. Like, basically, it's been a year since I actually even hard followed GTA. Like, I still keep track for, like, if there's any new unlocks to get or whatnot, but I legit have not finished the previous DLC. I have not bought every car. I have not done all the missions. I just don't care about GTA anymore. I've been playing it for nearly 4,000 hours. I'm done with it. This is my new live service game, Motorfest. It is the new game that I am following pretty, like, not super hardcore like I did GTA for a while, but still decently hardcore. Mostly because I want to stream it. But, yeah. It doesn't, I don't see the point in following multiple live service games. It just makes someone a little, it's too overwhelming to follow multiple live service games. Yeah, I treated GTA Online as a single player game. Like, I never played GTA Online. Like, for about 2 years, I actually tried to play GTA Online like an online game and try to find friends and play with friends. I quit because that was kind of bullshit, and I just did not have the capability of doing that bullshit. I said fuck that, because most people I found were assholes, and the few people that were nice, eventually I split up with. Like, you know, I still will always have memories. Like, it was fucking fun times, but I'm just not a big online person. Well, and then I proceeded to start a YouTube channel, well, I shouldn't say that, but, like, you know, make a online community with, you know, you, DeMello, MJ, Gabus, you know, a small little community we got. So, I guess I'm just doing it in a different way. And, you know, I'm having fun. But yeah, let's continue. Next race. That one was a sweep. Fuck yeah. I forgot this motherfucker's hot pink. I got to put this thing in like black. I'm pretty sure I have it in black. I forgot that they have it in hot pink. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's either this is either the blue one or the black one. I do not know. I have one in blue and one in black. There's two versions of them, but I forgot it was hot pink in this. What am I going against? Just another Corvette. Alright, sir. A actually cool Corvette instead of this hot pink thing. I love this car, but the fact that it has hypercar physics kinda sucks. It's a fun car to drive, but Jesus Christ, the hypercar physics make it such a pain in the ass to control. Like, I would praise this for being a decently difficult car to control, but like sometimes it's just too much to control. So I'm not gonna praise it because fuck that. This thing is not fun to control like some of the other cars, especially the new cars, like the new update cars. Some of them have pretty difficult handling, but it's more fun than annoying sometimes. Sometimes it's still annoying. I don't know if I can catch up. The AI are pretty good at this track, and also because it's a 1v1, the AI are a bit more difficult than they normally are in, like, other races. So I might not be able to win this. It's not even that they're the best. Car physics are, like, they don't... The problem with hypercars is they don't give them downforce properly. The downforce that they... The physics for the what the downforce does is it makes the front tires super grippy. But because this is an arcade game, it makes the cars hyper oversteer basically, and it doesn't. And once the cars oversteer, it loses all of its grip. When you try to countersteer, it will not grip up the road whatsoever. How the fuck did I do that? So, like, it oversteers because of the extra downforce, but then it just stays like that, and you can't fix it. And it just makes it difficult to do anything with. Because you can't save it. The new cars can be saved. Like, they've changed. They seem to have slightly changed it for the new cars of the physics, where oversteer, but when you countersteer, they'll grip up. They won't like be an ice. They'll grip up a bit, making you be able to save them, which is really fun, making them a lot more fun to drive, even though they are still. Still difficult, but now you can save them. Like, all of the top cars in this game are actually the easier to handle cars. just because of how the physics work. As he fucks me up by fucking himself up. Alright, cool, I'm restarting, because I completely spun. But, like, you know, as soon as you lose grip, you lose all of your downforce, which makes it just really hard to do anything at that point. If you're going at, like, 150, 200 miles per hour of these things. I hate this motherfucker. He just keeps running into me. Let's get in front of him and stay in front of him. But, like, when these cars work properly, they are a lot of fun to drive. And they grip up exactly how they should. Like, right there, no other car would be able to do that. Like, I barely lifted there. Like, no other car would be able to barely lift right there. But hypercars can, because they make good downforce. But as soon as you get off the throttle, you get zero downforce. Which is not how it works, IRL. Like, when you get off the throttle, you don't completely just lose downforce like that. You still have downforce and can still make the corners without issue. If anything, you should grip up more when you lift off the throttle. But this game doesn't do that for I don't know what reason. It just doesn't. Also, hypercars in dirt, it makes sense that they should not handle that great. But, like, why is it when any sort of, like, I don't know what it is. The game loves to make your car on ice. Like, rain, you're on ice. Dirt, you're on ice. You know, you lose grip, you're on ice. It just over punishes the player, for making mistakes. Although I think that is just a wheel problem, and it's not as noticeable on controller. A wheel just makes the physics 10 times more noticeable because of the precision that is needed. And you can't just quickly full lock the wheel immediately. It takes a second. So saves aren't possible as they proceed to save the car, but it wasn't in the you lost all grip range that this game has. But much better! Okay, I did the exact same thing, except this time it was less cool. But at least I'm winning. Who cares? I'm just gonna take the grass because why? I don't even care about clean driving at this point. It doesn't matter. And that's what I'm gonna do. Woo! It's also just the fact that the C7 is a hypercar, like, it makes sense, but also, why is the C7 considered a hypercar, but the C8 isn't? When, technically, the V8 version of the C8 would be better than the C7. For, like, track racing, at least. I don't know. I don't mind it. You know, hypercar, Corvette, awesome. Love to see it, but also the balance. I don't even get money for it. Go fuck yourself. I don't even get money for it, even though I already have it. What the fuck? Alright, we're doing this. Oh. Okay, I got one of them. Okay, I'm confused. What the fuck what the Okay, no, I know what I did wrong. It's been a minute since I played one of these and controlled one of these dog shit cars. Might not win this. No, I'm just too OP. Bye. Quick and simple. I like those. Those are my. Those are my favorite races in the donk side of things. Those things are so much fucking fun. I love those. Camaro ZL1. Let's do this. He also missed it. I suck at that timing though, like I have such a delayed reaction to it. I'm just so ass. Anyways, I'm gone. Goodbye. I don't even if you have a third one, I don't think you're gonna be able to get me. I think I'm just gone. Unless I do shit like that. Unless I do stupid shit like that. Did I fuck myself? I don't think so. I don't think he has another one. Little banking. That's always fun. And goodbye. I win. Alright. Biker's Custom. So I'm going to assume I'm going to have to switch to controller, because it's probably going to be a bunch of bikes. Yep. Oh. It was this one. At least this is the old follow the clues, so the clues are actually pretty good. But also I still hate these in the summits. They're not bad for the playlist, but when it comes to the summits, I don't care for them. Although I guess for the whole intents and purposes of this playlist, they do kind of work as a little chill from the racing, although this entire playlist is mostly chill stuff anyways. There's barely any racing in this, which kind of sucks, but whatever. That's what we got for that month, for the playlist, or for the summits. Please break. That's a rock. And a tree. Okay, that's dirt. Let's get some first person. Fuck. Let's get some first person action in here, just because. Okay, well, that's a tree. Thought I was gonna miss it, but I did not. I fucking love the nighttime in this game. It looks so good. Over the jump. Or, well, I guess the hump more like it. Not really a jump unless you're in a super fast car. That's a bit more of a jump. Just casual ride through the dirt trail. And the sprint to the finish line. Alright, next race. Don't need the controller. Because we're still with bikes. Oh, I can use whatever. Cool. What do I want to use? Honestly, I want to use this. Either fucking way. I don't want to use this. I think that's the car they wanted us to use anyways. It's another follow the clues, so yeah, we'll stay in first person. Just because. Just for fun. Why? I hate this bullshit. I hate when they, like, just reset you for a tiny crash. Like, I'm on a... Why did they not... They reset me for the previous crash, but they didn't reset me for that. That's kind of bullshit. Anyways, be in first person for fun, and proceed to not know how to drive in first person. I might remove first person because I'm getting sick and fucking tired because I am going to continue to crash, and it's going to continue to annoy the fuck out of me. And also because the respawns in this game are fucking horrible. This game does not know how to respawn in good spots. We'll just cut through here. Can somehow go straight in the middle of that and not hit a thing. Oh, okay, we're gonna do that. It's fucking flying. See, you get no warning. Like, you are flying down that road and then all of a sudden you just see this shit and it's too late. You get no warning because that's a horrible angle. This is one of the newer ones. Newer follow the clues, aka I don't really like it as much because the clues are kind of ass. Mostly just that one. Like the rest are fine, just that particular one is bad, really bad. Cause like you can't have us like give us a section where we're probably be flying through at high speeds and then all of a sudden like, you know, a super random turn with no warning. Like this one you get plenty of warning because there's that thing right there, but like the other one you get nothing. That one I just... Ow! I don't know where the fuck I am. I think I'm supposed to go this way? I don't know where the fuck I am. Yes, okay, I'm supposed to go this way. I'm in first person, so I couldn't see shit. Ah! That was my turn! Also, the fact that we're already over 5 minutes, this would not be this long. This is way too long of a follow the clues. Probably there. Probably where you have to go. And let's be done with the 6 minutes of following the clues. Fuck that. I really never want to see another one of these in playlists. Although that's probably not gonna happen. They're probably gonna be in the playlists again. Annoyingly. Just at least not that one. That one's too fucking long. Like for the actual playlist they are meant for. They are actually really fun. I really enjoy the playlists that they're actually meant for. Like they're fun. But when you put them in the summits in like these playlists back to back, they're not fun. They're just annoying. Also, I remember this fucking race. I hate this car for a reason. I remember this race and fucking hate it. This is another one similar to the off-road one that was the last Legacy playlist, I believe. That, I remember because it was fucking dog shit and I hated it. For a reason you will see. Hell no, I am doing third person. Unless this is not it. This might not actually be the race. It may have been a different race. Ow, you asshole. Even though I've been bullying you guys for forever, you guys have been bullying me back for forever. Doesn't turn for shit. Like, I don't think that's a problem with this car. I think it not turning can, like, lead to a challenge, but the fact that it doesn't turn at all is obnoxious. And yes, this was the race. I see the map now. I know it. I see the track now. And why I fucking hate this part. Right fucking there. Right there. That's so obnoxious. And you have to drive over it for a second time as well. Like, it's just so annoying driving this car over that, because, like, it's the smallest bump, but you drive over and this car just fucking panics and does whatever the fuck that was. And you have to drive over it again. So not only do you have to deal with that once, you gotta deal with it twice and hope that the car doesn't fucking freak out so badly it spins. Because you ain't saving this car, because as I said, this thing has the turning radius of a fucking potato. I have not said that, but does not turn. That is what I said. But it has turning radius of a fucking potato, and it sucks. Like, I don't mind a car that's a little understeery, but like this understeery, like if you get the corner right, it's fun, but it's every other corner. Like, if you do that, that is cool. That is something I enjoy about understeery cars. You can have the smoothest line through a corner ever. It's really fun to perfect that line through a corner. But every other corner where you can't do that, you end up hitting the wall and slowing down like fuck. As I don't even know what the fuck I hit there. The car just jerked for whatever reason. Because, like, doing that, like, a really smooth, perfect line, really cool. But doing this, because it has no brakes, is not cool. That just is annoying. And right back through it. And thank fuck then, it wasn't too bad this time. And let's get the fuck done with this race. This car is a complete dog shit. Like, I don't think it's meant to even be a good car. It just... It just isn't, though. But I don't think they ever made this to be a good car. They just made it to be a car that exists. That you sometimes will drive because... Why not? There's nothing else that looks like it, but still. They could have at least made this turn a little bit better. Like, this is most certainly supposed to be a dragster. And there is a dragster version of this car. There's 1 or 2 drag races in this game. That's it. And and drag racing isn't even fun in this game. It is boring and there's nothing to it. And race is over. Let's get to the final race. I can't wait to get this fucking car. It's such a cool car. Like, when they said American Customs, fucking, this thing, it drives really good, it looks really cool. I want this car. I cannot wait to get for this car to show up in the main stage legacy and to fucking get it. This car is so fucking good. It is so much fun to drive. I want this motherfucking car. Such a cool car. Such a fun car as well. I want this thing. Goodbye, motherfuckers. I'm gone. Fucking loud engine, muscle car, fast as fuck, fucking American. Surprisingly good handling. Although I guess modern American, yeah, that makes sense because the Corvette C8, you know, recent Mustangs, Dodge has fucking discontinued their the stuff that people actually care about. The Camaro's been discontinued. Although I guess the Camaro did have, the newer ones did have decent handling. Dodge, can't say a thing about them. Although I'll say none of them had good handling. At least at least like car standing. But yeah. But I don't know too much about Dodge in those cars, so I can't say shit. For all I know, they may have been good handling cars. Oh. And the best part this thing is fun to drift. It is so much fun to drift around too. Like, it's a American car, but it kind of has more JDM in it, to be honest. Like, the thing is so much fucking fun to drift. It handles really well. It's just such a fun car. I really, really want it. And it has a like, honestly, I love the livery. Even though it's pink, I do like it as I proceed to fucking drift into a tree. Like, it may be pink, but I love that pink and blue. It looks really cool. I don't mind it. I think it's cool. I like this car a lot. Hey, what's up? Resurrected? What's up, Resurrected? Turn. Please turn. Please turn. Did not want to turn. Which one? The Crew 1, the Crew 2, or the Crew Motorfest? There are 3 The Crews. I'm going to assume we're talking about Motorfest, but so I've been having a lot of fun. Yeah, Motorfest. I've been having a lot of fun with Motorfest. Like, I played the Crew 2 on its last year, and I found that fun. So I bought this day 1, and it's been a lot of fun for me. Yeah, I have I think a couple hundred hours in this game right now, and it's been a lot of fun. Like, as much as I sit on it, the cars do handle well. For like an arcade game allows you to use a racing wheel, the cars handle well. Yeah, yeah, you can join. Oh, here is my game tag. But I use a sim wheel, and especially the car you see on screen, are so bad. They handle so fucking badly. PS4. I'm on PS4. Yeah. Just finished the Legacy playlist, so I want to test something if it is. I don't think it is, but what's wrong with the PS5 version? Because I don't even have a PS5. I'm getting a PC like next weekend. When I switch from my controller to wheel, my controller vibrates like crazy sometimes as well. It fucking this I had to turn off vibrations on my wheel because it was literally breaking it. Like, whenever I tried to do anything, it would just vibrate the shit out of my wheel. I had to turn it off. The only thing I have is force feedback. I don't have vibrations on it because it just breaks it. I do not know what the fuck they did. I don't know if it's still like that, but I am keeping it off. I don't know. I haven't. Maybe it vibrates less, but on my wheel specifically, I have vibrations off because it physically breaks it. Like, anytime if I have vibrations on, my wheel has a seizure every time. I do not know why. Like, maybe my controller doesn't vibrate that much. I know it vibrates for, like, a couple things. But, like, let me just show you and turn it on. Let me turn on vibrations and show you what I mean. Because, like, it is off. Like, my wheel is turning left on its own. Like, it is turning left on its own. Like, that is it turning left on its own. Like, let me go into, playing the game. Like, my wheel is vibrating so much just by driving. Like, I take this turn, and, like, it's just all I feel is vibrations. Like, it completely overrides the force feedback. Like, it feels like I'm driving on the bumpiest road ever. Like, it is just way too much vibration. And, like, after races, it just, whatever reason, just starts turning on its own. I don't know why. It's just, vibration on the wheel just is so weird. Like, maybe on a non-force feedback wheel, it would work as I hit the wrong button. Like, that is my wheel just going crazy. That is the sound of vibration being on my wheel. It is just insanity. Let me go back to no vibrations, because I don't want to feel that. My force feedback is all I need. Let me send you an invite. If I can, I don't see it. Oh yeah, I'll show you my cars. I have... How many do I have? I think I have like 313 cars. That's how many I have. And by the way, I exported nothing from Crew 2. So this is all just from the game. Like, let me sort by brand, just so I can actually show everything. Also, I bought the DLC. My opinion on DLC, it is kind of worth it, but if you don't want to spend the money, you're not missing out on really too much. Yeah. Yeah, like, if you haven't bought the DLC yet, if you have 30 bucks you want to spend, it's fun, but it's not worth it too much. You're not missing out on too much. Especially the playlist. The playlist is mid. It is mid-tier at best. Let me go to, but although the chases are really fun. Like, I do really like the chases, yeah. These are all the cars. I have a random amount. I bought every single Aston Martin, I believe. I should have every single Aston Martin in this game. At least what's available currently to buy. I could be wrong. There may be some I don't have that are available, but I'm not too sure. I think I did... No, I did not do that with Audi. This is really fun. I think every player got this. I could be completely wrong, but I believe they did give this to every player. But I could be wrong. It is a really fun car, though. I really, really like this car. It's a lot of fun. I have legit never driven this in my life. I just have it randomly. And this is a lot of fun to drive. Yeah. Surprisingly fun. The Continental is surprisingly fun to drive. And also I really like this red and white paint scheme I have on there. It's a really cool paint scheme. I do know I bought every single BMW to my knowledge. Love this paint scheme. This is a really fun paint scheme. Like one of my favorite Motorfest paint schemes that they come out with. And then the free vehicle. Fun fact, I bought this before I realized you could get it for free. Like I bought this and then saw the promotion where you can get it for free, and I was like, fuck. Because I just bought it. Yeah, I bought every single BMW just because, you know, I have $7 million. I'm going to spend it once in a while. I'm going to skip this one. This is one of my favorite cars. Like, the favorite BMW I own. I found that I love this, paint, this wrap. I think the promotion has ended. I think you have to buy it now. I think it has ended. But I actually, when the game first came out, you could put up any livery, including liveries that you downloaded from other people, and that's why this car has a livery. And I wish you could still do that, but know why they removed it. But it sucks. I wish they had a system where you could still upload other people's liveries, just because livery editor on console is always ass, and be able to, you know, help out a creator that made a really cool livery, like have have a competition for the best livery made by, not just, you know, player by player. It would just be a really cool and allow, you know, it would make more people want to create liveries. Instead of the currently what we have where people just put up the bare minimum liveries and some random dude with some random vanities gets first. Because Motorfest is not, or this community does not know what good taste is sometimes. Honestly, do you like the livery? This is a fun car. Drift's okay, but still a fun car. Which one is it that I really like? I think it was this one that I really liked for a race car. And this just looks cool. This is one of the few. This is one of the few bikes I actually really like. I haven't driven it at all, but this just looks cool. I like this bike. BMW makes some really cool bikes sometimes. They drive like shit. Both of these cars drive like shit, but they look really cool. They drive so badly though. Like, I only have these just for collection purposes. I do not want to ever drive these things. They are so bad. What isn't bad is this. This is a really fun car. I do think you can get it now. This was one of the month things. I believe you can get this one now by completing a legacy playlist. So this one's pretty fun. Is a pretty decent car. I like the look of it. I love this blue paint scheme it got. And then this thing is more iconic to me in the Crew 2, because I used to drive this in the Crew 2, and I have this really, really funny clip of me hitting a barricade and doing a backflip. I smashed into a barricade and just did a backflip. I have a clip on my PS4. I might try to upload it on YouTube if I can, but it was funny as hell. But this thing, it's a fast beast, but it doesn't drive that good. Every Buick in the game. I don't drive these because they look cool, but they're They missed out. If I go to upgrades and go, not upgrades, if I go to customization and go to spoiler, there is not a single NASCAR spoiler. And it annoys me. There should be a NASCAR spoiler. These are the two spoilers you get. Yes, this kind of looks NASCAR for like the car of tomorrow, but they don't have a NASCAR spoiler, and it annoys me because this is a car they used back in the 80s or 90s. I think 90s. They did use this car in the 90s in NASCAR, and it would look so cool with a NASCAR spoiler. But they don't have it, so I do not like this car. Random caddies. I don't remember when I got that, I just have it. You get this through a playlist. I just bought this because it was cheap. My favorite one of my favorite old school muscle cars. I just realized it's a 69. Makes it even better. The thing is so much fun to drive. Like, another one I really like to drive, the RS Ghost. Love this thing. It looks really cool. I drove this in the Crew 2 a lot. I still drive this a lot too. It's just a really fun car. I do not care about this piece of junk. Still a piece of junk. Even worse. I haven't driven this much, but I kinda like it. I haven't driven it much though. Meh, I don't like the lowriders in this game. I do like this one, however. I like red and black, so it looks cool to me. I really like it. It doesn't drive too bad either. I wish this drove better. This is like the NASCAR... Like, not NASCAR, that's a different one. I wish this drove better. This thing drives so badly, but it looks like I have a really cool build with it. But it just drives so poorly, so I just don't use it. I like this car. I actually see that those things on the side there. I added those myself, like the red dots on the side. I added those myself, and I think this looks really, really cool. Yeah, and then I bought this. I love red and black. It looks really cool to me. Camaro is just a fun car to drive. Yeah, good luck. I don't remember, like this truck, vanity. I don't remember when I got that vanity. And this one, again, vanities. I don't remember where I got them from. Half these vanities, I don't know where I got them from. I just got them. But you can try if you want to, because it does look cool. And, the classic Camaro ZL1, it just looks cool. It's a classic muscle car, and it drives fun. Favorite car in the game. I love the Corvette C8, hands down. I drive this thing all the time. I love the Corvette C8. It's such a fun car. Like, I want it IRL. IRL, this is my dream car. I want to get this car. It is my dream car. I do not care about this. This thing is not that good. I found a cool livery for it, but it's really not that good of a drift car. This thing just looks weird. Fun fact, I have a Hot Wheels version of this car. That's why I bought it. It looks weird as hell, and it drives really, really badly, but I have a Hot Wheels version of this car. My absolute favorite car in the game. I watch ISMA all the time. And I love this car. I love the driver. This is not the stock livery. I had to find this. It's just such a fun car. I love this car. The car I liked beforehand. I love this green and black Monster Energy paint scheme now. It's so super cool. Drives like shit, but kind of fun as well. Do like this car. I don't drive it much anymore though. Hypercar. That's all I gotta say. Hypercars in this game do not drive well. But I do like this blue. And then, this one's alright. I prefer the look of this one more. This one's a bit... I don't know. I probably just need to get a better livery for it. The absolute fucking worst off-road car ever. Never buy this. Never drive it. Never use this. I hate this motherfucker. Controller, it's not that bad, but wheel, it is the worst car to drive on a wheel. I hate this thing so much. I like this thing, actually. It is fun to drive. It is cool. I like this white. My two favorite monster trucks in this game. This thing looks cool. I love that Monster Energy. It looks cool. I had this in the Crew too. It's a really fun car. It looks really, really cool. I love this thing. Random limo. Moving on. I hate the hypercar concepts in this game. They all drive like shit. This one included. It also looks like shit. I love this car. It drives really, really well. It is fun to drive. I love these compact rally cars. Moving on. I haven't driven it much. I like it. It drives pretty well. It's a little grippy on wheel, but it's really, really fun for high speed drifting. It's a lot of fun. And I use it a lot. Drives like shit, but it's cool. It breaks down kind of. It sometimes doesn't want to, but it's kind of fun. But it also drives like shit. I don't really like Alpha GPs, and I don't drive them much. This one doesn't drive too bad. This doesn't drive too bad. I don't mind the look, but I don't drive Alpha GPs that much. Doesn't drive bad, but looks ugly as fuck. I do not like the look of this thing. This looks so weird. But it does not drive bad. It actually is kind of fun to drive. A bulky van. All I gotta say. Slow, but fun. And looks like a Hot Wheels car. Kinda cool, though. Love this thing. It looks really cool. I was driving this on Halloween because of the paint scheme. Fucking one of the few cars I will say that looks good in chrome. The chrome on this thing looks really cool, especially with the black and orange at tips. The only time I'll say chrome looks good. Funnest car to drive out of Dodge. Kind of. There's one more I see right now that's also fun to drive. But this thing is a lot of fun to drive. This is the definition of drives like a muscle car. It's also a 69. Why do apparently I just like 69 cars. Because the other one I like was 69, this one's 69. But this one drives like a muscle car. The definition of muscle car. It's a demon. I love that chrome black and red paint scheme. It just looks so much fun. It's just a cool car. It is a Dodge Demon. It drives it's really fun to drive. I just love this car. Looks cool, drives cool. Just really cool. I don't think I've driven this much, but it's a Dodge, so it probably drives like a muscle car. My main race car out of Dodge. I used to before I got the C8, I used to drive this all the time. It is a really fun car, and I just enjoy driving it. It's a little on the looser end. It's a little harder to control on wheel at least, but it's a lot of fun to drive. Talk about fun though. I don't drive it often, but this thing, 1,000 horsepower under that hood. This thing is a beast, but extremely hard to control, so I don't use it often. But it is a lot of fun. It's a drag car. Moving on. They're completely pointless in the game. The only demo car I have, and the coolest demo car I think, but it's also, I believe, the most expensive. Actually, no, it's not. It's actually not that expensive, actually, now that I think of it, but really fun. Only demo I have. I've enjoyed using it. I love this thing. I don't know what they got wrong with rally raids, but rally cars are so much fun to drive. It is a piece of shit to handle sometimes, but it is fun when it does handle properly. And it just looks cool as well. Not as cool as some rally cars, but it is a cool, fun, muscle American car. I have never driven this thing in my life. I do not care for monster trucks. Moving on. Really, really fun. This is actually a custom livery, I believe. I believe I added the dual stripes myself, so there might be a few imperfections, but who cares? It looks really cool, and I really like it. It's a fun car to drive. The worst race car I own. It is slow. It handles good because it's slow, but it's slow as hell, and I do not drive it. One of my favorite race cars to drive. It handles really, really, really well, and it's a fucking Ferrari. 488s look cool. It is a GT3. It's just so much fun. It's basically the Challenge Cup car, I'm pretty sure. It's a lot of fun. I would love to drive one of these in IRL, like the in the Ferrari Challenge Cup. At least go see them. I would love to at least go see the race. One of the few hypercars that actually drives well. This thing drives super, super smooth, and it does not suffer from the hypercar physics. It drives more like a fucking street tier 2 car that's been that's had a drug, I can't think of a name right now, subbed into it, making it just super, super fast, but it drives really, really well. It's just really fun to drive. This is my favorite hypercar in the game, and one of the few that I can actually drive without problems. I bought it because it was cheap, but it is kind of cool. I've never driven this. You have to buy it for the Donut Media challenges, but I've never driven it since. I do not care about it. Fun, but this one's even better. I got this in the crew too, and as soon as I saw it was in this game, I bought it immediately. I love this car. Looks cool, fun to drive. It's still fun to drive, and it's a lot of fun. A brand new car that released this update. So far, it's been fun to drive. I haven't driven it much though. I mostly drove this, and it's all right. I do like the concept of these cars though, but DLC is not worth 30 fucking bucks. You know, but probably gonna forever be 30 bucks, but you know, well, it's up to you if you want to buy it. It's fun, but you know, 30 bucks worth? Arguably not. I don't think I've driven this much, and honestly, there's better Mustangs anyways. I don't think I've ever driven this, except for like the beginning of the game maybe, I don't know. Still don't care about it. No, this was the car that I drove before. Story behind this. Dark Viper AU played this game played the free trial of this game, and I copied his car 1-to-1. So this is like the 1-to-1 copy of Dark Viper AU's car, and I do not drive it because this exists. I really like this car, and I've had a lot of fun in this, but this is my favorite Ford of all of the Mustangs. This car is so much fun to drive. It is decent to control. It looks fucking awesome, and it's just so much fun. I love this car. As soon as I drove this in the American Muscle playlist, fucking fell in love with it immediately. Don't drive it much anymore, but I still love this car. Don't drive this car much. I don't even remember when I bought this. I just don't drive it much. Not that good. It's a fucking Ford. I don't know what you're expecting. Fun. This car is a lot of fun. A little bit harder to control, but it's fun. It looks really cool. It's fucking Ford GT Le Mans race car. What do you want me to say about it? It's a fucking Le Mans race car. Always cool. Do not drive this much. I have nothing to say. It's a hypercar. I don't really care for the hypercar physics in this game. Piece of crap. Only a little bit better. Dog shit. Really fucking fun. I love compact rally cars in this game, and it's just another compact rally car. It is the first one I've ever driven, and I just love this thing. Don't give a fuck about monster trucks, although this one is okay. About that. Anyways, let's trail back a little bit. This thing doesn't drive too bad, and I do like that the little tube in the back actually moves as you turn, which is really, really cool. It doesn't drive too bad, but I just don't care for it. I do not care for Broncos, and it looks cool. It looks fine, but I just don't care for it too much. I liked it. I like it. It's my go-to rally raid car just because it is a rally raid car. It just looks cool. I like the Ford F-150 body style, and it's just really cool. Slightly better than the Camaro version. I do really like the look of this, and I do drive it occasionally because it is decently fun to drive, but it's only slightly better than the Camaro version. It still drives like shit. I do not drive it. I do not care for gold, and this is straight up just a gold car. Not a big fan of gold, though. I cannot believe I've hit 100 messages, though. That is insane. Fucking... Resurrected. Fucking... Before I continue, massive thanks for joining. And I stream Motorfest every Wednesday or Thursday, depending on if I'm able to stream Wednesday. And if you want to ever hop on and play, I'm willing to do that. I just have to finish the I just have to do the fucking summit, and then I'll yeah. One of my favorite race cars, or drift cars. This thing has 1,010 horsepower under that hood, and it is so much fun to drive. It's a little hard to handle, but it's just really, really fun. This thing drifts so well. It's alright. Doesn't really drift too well on wheel, but it is fun, especially on controller. Drifts really well. I have a Hot Wheels version of this, and it looks really, really, really cool, and it drifts really, really, really fun. Just like the other one, still shit on wheel, but it is a really fun car. I do not drive it much, and it does not drive as well as the other two do, but it is still a decent car. I just don't really care for it as much as the other two. I love this thing, and I drive this once in a while. There's a better version though. There's a better race car GTR that I drive a lot, and this is a lot of fun though. And I do enjoy it. I do like that black look that it has. Fun. I do like this car. It is a lot of fun. It drives well. And yeah, they perfected rally cars in this game, but they did horrible on rally raids. They were a little bit better in the Crew Motorfest, only a little bit. Mostly because the maps were better for rally raids in the Crew Motorfest, but still weren't that good there. Or in the Crew 2. They were a little better in the Crew 2, just because the maps were better. The map was better for the rally raid in the Crew 2. Rally's better, much better in this game now. Although the maps were better. A giant piece of shit that's slow as fuck. Although it's a boat, so who gives a fuck? A giant piece of shit that doesn't know how to go straight. It's another white piece of shit. I hate this thing. It's also electric, and I do not care for electric cars whatsoever. And this thing's a piece of shit. It is fucking heavy and does not know how to go straight. Plane. This is a really fun cruiser. I loved this car in the Crew 2, or this bike in the Crew 2. It was a fun cruiser there, and it's a fun cruiser here as well. I like this car IRL. It's one of the few bikes I genuinely enjoy. It's a fun car bike. It doesn't turn well, but you know what? It's a cruiser. It's not going to, but it's fun. I don't drive it. It's a giant piece of shit. Moving on. It's a plane. Who cares? Well, actually no. This is a very, very small plane. that is really, really hard to control. It is really fun to do tricks with, though. I do kind of like this plane. It's fun to do tricks with, but it is a little slow. But it is very fun for like acrobatic stuff. Do kind of like this, actually. It's a little small plane. Kind of fun. Don't drive it much, but for the few times I have, it is kind of cool. Drives fine. This thing actually drives pretty cool. I don't mind it. It doesn't turn too well, but it is kind of fun to drive. And, you know, it's a pretty fast bike. Looks kind of cool as well. Honda. For the few times I drove it, it drives fine. Drives the exact same. I just prefer it because it's a newer model. And I also really like the livery that I found for this. This thing is really fun. I like this tiny little car. It's just fun. It's a small little car. I believe it's front wheel drive, could be wrong, but it's a fun little car. I enjoy it. I love NSXs. This thing is fucking sick. I love the purple and black I have going. And it's just a really cool car. I love NSXs. It's one of my favorite Japanese cars out there. And it's just a really cool car. I drive this all the time. I don't drive it much. I don't mind it. I just don't care for it. Literally the same thing, but with a kind of cool paint scheme. Looks cool. Drives like a piece of shit because it doesn't turn. And there's literally only 2 donks in the game. And they're both the Chevrolet Caprice. I wish they added more than just 2. I really do like donks. I think they look cool. I think you can do a lot with them, but I wish there was more than 2. And I wish there was a little more customization as well. It's fun. I like it. It looks really cool. I love Audi. Moving on. Fucking American muscle with a giant ass engine. All it wants to do is drift, and I love it. It's really fun. And yeah, this thing's kind of a beast as well. This thing is just a lot of fun. My favorite car they have. I drive this thing all the time. I think it looks amazing. It is really fun. And it's just... I just drove this a lot. It's just really, really fun. It looks cool. I love Porsches as well. But yeah. A piece of shit that barely knows how to... Well, actually, it's a fun high-speed drifter, but at low speeds, it's not that good. But it is... I don't know. I don't drive it much. It has its ups and downs. I don't drive it much. I don't care for electric cars. But it looks really cool. I will give it that. But it drives mediocre. On wheel, it does a lot of snaps oversteering. So like I try to change the direction I'm drifting, and it'll just spin out annoyingly. Really fun to drift. Controls pretty well, and it has a really good balance. It's really fun. That's all else I can say. Really, really, really fun. It is kind of hard to control sometimes, but it has 2 fucking turbos. This thing makes a gazillion horsepower. I don't actually know how much. Probably 1,000, like all of the others. It is a lot of fun. I love this thing. It has a pretty fun balance. And yeah, it's a fucking unicorn. It's just really cool and a lot of fun. Absolute dog shit, because this thing doesn't know how to drive straight. It's a race car, but it drives more like a fucking drift car. What the fuck? Although it does have a decent livery on it, I prefer the other one. Fuck this thing. It looks cool, but this thing does not belong in racing. It belongs to the fucking military. Reason why it's a military vehicle. I drive this once in a while just because it's like a fun car to just drive around in, but it's pretty slow, pretty heavy, doesn't turn. Monster truck, moving on. I haven't driven this much. For the few times I have driven it, it drives like most other hypercars. It is kind of fun to drive though. It does have a good, decent handling compared to some hypercars. But it, it's just cool. Honestly, it's one of the few futuristic style cars I actually enjoy. Like the white with the chrome and the light blue. It genuinely looks cool. Like, it's one of the few futuristic cars that I like. And you know, it's decent to drive. I don't drive it much though. All cruise motorcycles that I don't really care. Actually, this one's not bad. I don't drive it much though. Like I don't even remember the last time I drove one of these. I just don't care. I think this was the little previous one I just drove, but I just don't care for the motorcycles. I don't drive it much, but it looks cool. You know, it's a street tier 2. It drives pretty fine. You know, it's an alright vehicle. I like the, you know, yellow, the little bits of yellow on the gray and black. It's a kind of cool vehicle. It's nice. The worst driving motherfucking street tier 2 ever. It does not know how to drive straight. When it does want to drive, it is fun to drive, but rarely does it want to. It wants to do literally anything but what you tell it to do. And all it does is just snap on you all the time. It drives alright. It feels like a Ford that doesn't understand how to be a Ford. I don't know. It's an alright vehicle. I don't care for it. The Ford Dark Horse is more fun to drive and better than this thing. This thing's kind of meh. I don't mind it. It's a hypercar, so it suffers from being a hypercar, but it's a pretty fun vehicle to drive. I do love the design. I do like those wheels. I think they look cool. And, yeah. It's a decent hypercar to drive, but not one I'm going to go to immediately because it still drives like shit. Same exact thing, except drives like shit. Because I recently drove this, and anytime you even touch the grass, it's spinning 100 times. Fuck this thing. It drives alright. It's an Alpha GP. I don't drive them much. It drives alright. It looks cool. I like that white and green and a little bit of blue paint scheme. Looks cool, but I just don't drive it much. Complete dog shit. It does not know how to drive straight. Literally the same thing, except even worse, because I believe it's heavier. Actually, let me check. Doesn't have a weight to it. Of course not. The cars that actually give a fuck about the weight don't have a weight to them. They're pieces of shit. I don't drive it much. It's slow. I don't care for it. It looks alright. It drives alright. It's a fucking hypercar. You know, drives like a hypercar. But it looks cool. I like that red and silver it got going. It's a fun little car. And I sometimes occasionally drive it. I do think it's a cool car. I just don't care for hypercars and don't drive it much. Because I only drive a couple of the good handling ones. It's a Jeep. I literally bought this product because it was cheap. I don't even know why I bought this. I just don't care for it. It's cheap. It's a piece of shit, to be honest. Like, I want to love this car and want to drive it. It drives better than most rally raid cars, but it just doesn't drive good enough to want me to drive it. It looks really cool. I like the design. I love what they did with it. It just doesn't drive good enough for me to want to use it. It's fine, but it's just not good with handling. Monster truck. Moving on. Motorcycles. I don't drive many of these. I think I like this one, maybe. I don't know. I don't drive many of these. Moving on. Koenigsegg. I need to get more. I love Koenigsegg. It is like, if I could get any car, I would get the Koenigsegg 1-to-1. The only reason I don't have any other Koenigsegg's is because you have to, they're expensive as fuck. And I don't feel like spending like over $1 million on just one car. But this car is fun. I enjoy it. It drives really well. You know, it looks kind of cool. I like this yellow and blue. It looks kind of cool. You know, the CC isn't the best looking car that they have, but it is a cool car. I do like it. I love Koenigsegg. I need to get more. KTM. It's a bike. I don't mind the look of it, but I don't care for it. I literally just drove this. I literally just bought this. It honestly drives pretty good. I don't mind. I kind of like it. It drives pretty good. It handles well. I like it. I used to like it until I got that. This thing doesn't turn for shit. I like the design of it. I love Red Bull. Like, I found a better bike, so fuck you. Just drove this. Just got it. I love what I did to the car. It looks really, really cool. But, holy fuck, is this thing a little bit of nightmare to drive. It is super, super lightweight, making it super, super fast. But holy fuck, does it can really quickly lose traction and become a nightmare to drive. Do not care. I really like the look of this. It drives pretty good. So, yeah. I just really like the look of it. Don't care. Complete dog shit. Doesn't know how to drive straight. Even on controller, it doesn't know how to drive straight. Piece of crap. Lamborghini. Didn't drive it much. For the few times I have driven it, it drives fine. Same exact story. Drove this a little bit more because I prefer the look of this one. But, you know, drives fine. Street Tier 2. Most of them drive pretty well. And, yeah. Fun little car. The reason I bought this was actually because of Need for Speed Rivals. This thing is a beast in Need for Speed Rivals. It is super fucking fast and really, really fun to control and drive. I found this really cool paint scheme. Really like that black and yellow it got. And it's really fun to drive in this game as well. Like Rivals, it was fun driving. It's fun driving this game. Yeah. I really like this car. And as history, because Rivals. Game. I should probably play through Rivals on this channel, but I don't really care to play through it again. Anytime soon, right now. I want to play other games. Lamborghini SUV. Don't give a fuck about it. Moving on. I've never driven this thing. Actually, I think I've driven it once, and I don't care about it. Drives fine, to be honest. It's decent control. It's honestly pretty stable. It's a pretty stable vehicle, and I haven't driven it much, but for the few times I have, it's been fun. I actually really like this. It drives. The black and green looks really, really cool. It drives really, really well, and it's just a lot of fun. I do enjoy this. It's pretty fast. I don't drive it too often, but it is a cool little vehicle, cool little race car, and I enjoy it. What the fuck is this Lamborghini? What is this? What the fuck are you trying to do here? This looks like crap. It drives like crap. I hate this motherfucker. Fuck you. This thing drives really fucking well. I think this might be one of the best hypercars in the game. It drives super fucking fast. It drives really well. It looks really good. I do like the look of this one. It's just really fun. I like this. It's just I don't know. I just really like this car. Honestly, it's one of the cars I do enjoy driving. I still don't drive it much because I just don't drive cars I want to drive because they're more fun, and I prefer that brand. But it's a fun hypercar. I enjoy this one. Really, really fun. I really like the look of it. Looks really cool, and it's just. They did rally cars right in this game, especially these small, compact rally cars that are meant for this. It's just super, super fun to drive, and it's just a rally. You can just rally in it. It's just a lot of fun. I enjoy it, and yeah. I like it, but I have so much history with the with the base NSX that I'm just not going to drive it much. I just prefer the other NSXs because I've been driving it for so long, and they both drive similarly. They both are fun to drive. I just prefer the other one because I've been driving it for so long. So, I don't care for it. It's electric. Doesn't drive. It just drives like a hypercar. It's not that fun. Not that interesting to drive. Not that fun. I don't care for it. I don't drive it anymore. Just because I have hypercars. I enjoy it. It drives pretty fun. And it looks pretty good. And it drives alright. It's a little bit unstable. Has a little bit of snap oversteer to it. somewhat understeery, like snaps on oversteery. It's alright, but I drive it once in a while, just for something different, but not don't really care for it too much, but it's a fun little car. Mazda. Fuck yeah. I have not driven this car, I don't think. I have driven this one a little bit, though. It drives alright. I mostly drive this in the Crew 2, but I mostly drove this in the Crew 2. I got it because I have in the Crew 2. And yeah, it drives alright. I don't drive it too often, though. This thing, a lot of fun. I love that paint scheme they have. It drives pretty well, and it's just a lot of fun. I enjoyed driving this one. And it drives like a fucking small, compact sports car. It's a little bit oversteery, but that just adds to the fun. I really enjoy this car. It's just really fun to drive, especially because it's a new car. I don't drive it much. Or I don't think this is new, actually. I don't know. It just drives fun. I don't drive this much. I drove this a little bit. I don't remember how this drove. Maybe the RX-8 drives like shit. I don't know. I just love the look of this. I don't know. I just know that I had a little bit of fun with this one. I haven't driven this one in a while, though. And it's a fucking RX-7. It's a lot of drive. This thing fucking... This thing just drifts as well. Like, I love this blue and silver paint scheme I found with the JDM with the Japanese right down in front of it. Just a lot of fun. I enjoy this. It's just a fucking front engine sports car that drives like hell. A lot of fun. Does not drive well. I don't care for it. It's too small and compact. This thing is light as a feather, and it snap oversteers so often. I just do not care to drive this. It's not fun. What is fun, though, is this. Really like driving this. It drives really, really well. I love that livery that they give you. It's really cool. And it's just a lot of fun to drive. It's not the great best drifter, but it's just, I like the RX-7. And it's just fun to drive. And yeah, it's a good drifter. When you learn how to control it. Well, I'm on a wheel, so control would be 10 times easier to control. But yeah, it's a fun little drifter. This thing actually drives pretty fun. It's a little small, compact race car. It's not the fastest thing. Its top speed is a little bit meh. But its acceleration's pretty good, is decent, I believe, and it is a fun car to control. A little bit on the oversteer side, but really fun to drive, and I enjoy it. And I also really like this paint scheme with the red, black, and white. A lot of fun. And this I don't remember where I got this livery, but yeah, I built this. It doesn't drive too bad. It is one of the better driving rally raid cars. But it's, you know, I enjoy this. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, you know, you can guess what the livery is yourself. Fun when it wants to fucking load finally. Really fun. I love the Black Series AMG. They always look really, really cool, and it's just a really cool, fun car. I enjoy this one. It's a street tier 2 car. Like, street tier 2 cars and most street tier 1 cars drive really well, and I like it. And this, I have never driven this in forever. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I drove it. It's an SUV. Moving on. Piece of shit. This thing, you put in the smallest amount of turning, and that thing's spinning around already. I hate this thing. It looks ugly as fuck. Like, what the fuck is this? And it's electric. Get the fuck out of my sight. It's too small and compact. I don't know. I don't really care for many. Not that good for the little bit I drove. It's okay. It's not really that good, though, whatsoever. Kind of hard to control. A little bit better control just because it has all the added downforce, but it's still only okay. Not really good, though. Looks kind of cool, though. I do enjoy it. Haven't driven it much, but it's a rally car. Rally cars are fun in this game. I do kind of like this livery. Yay. I don't know what to say. I've driven it much. For the little bit of time I have driven it, though, it's pretty fun. But, you know, rally cars are just fun in this game. Yeah, I am obsessed with cars. Like I will we'll talk about this all cars all day. I just love cars. It is my passion and I love it. Yeah, Mercedes, these are my favorite cars. Like every single one of these cars, I will have mostly something to say. Maybe. No, yeah, I will have something to say positive about all of these cars. This thing, it is just a fun front-wheel drive straight tier 1 car. It is so much fun. I love this little thing. It's just a JDM spectacle. This, what I have done to this car is so fucking cool. It looks incredible. It is so much fun to drive. I've been driving this thing a lot recently, and it's just really, really, really fun. And it looks so good. I love this motherfucker. Brand new, and it drives really, really fun. Hard as fuck to control, but really, really fun to drive. And also this livery with this like orangey red, that white, and a little black detailing. So fucking good. It is just so good. I love this thing. It's just a lot of fun. From the Crew 2. I loved it in the Crew 2. I love it in this game. I think it drives a little bit worse in this game than the Crew 2, but it's still a lot of fun to drive. It's just, I love the white on this car. It looks really cool, especially with the red tires I added and all the red accents it has naturally. It's just a really, really fun car. It's fast. It turns pretty well, or handles pretty well, and it's just fun. Haven't driven it. Actually, no, I have driven this a lot. It is really, really fun. This thing is so fucking grippy. Like, this thing just grips every corner. It's just so much fun to drive and so grippy. And I just really enjoy this. I love the paint scheme on this car, that green and black. I have not much, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I just enjoy all of these cars. It's a lot of fun. Blue Knight Edition. Moving on to the Red Fury Edition. I prefer red over blue. The blue, I think, looks better with the black, but the red, I just prefer red over black. They're literally the same thing, just two different color schemes. It drives alright. I would say this is, out of all the cars, this is the worst handling car of them all, but it's still a fun car. Like, Mitsubishi's is so much fun to drive. I enjoy it so much. I don't know. I typically stay around 10 million. I would say it takes about an hour to earn. I would just say an hour per $1,000,000. I would estimate to make. Like, this is me like just casually playing, but still playing some of the better races. Like, I would say $1 million an hour. So, 7 hours to earn $7 million. Although, if you're grinding the fuck out of the game, like, you are doing the best money-making methods, I would say you could probably earn, like, 1.5 million an hour if you're doing it. So, like, 1 to 1.5 billion an hour, about. Although, that's if I'm grinding. If I'm not grinding, I would say, like, an hour and a half, 2 hours, if I'm not grinding to make that much. But it really just depends on what I'm doing. But it's, reality, you only need 5 million in the game. You do not need 10 million. I just like 10 million to have money for sales. And so if I decide not to grind, I still have money. But I would say like 5 million is really all you need for, to have money for summits and also to buy, a car occasionally. But yeah, it's a decent drift car. I do like the look of what they did here for the livery. It's decent. I haven't driven it too much, but it's a pretty decent car. It's kind of fun, Drives like a drift car. A lot of fun. This thing handles really, really well. It has a little bit of snap oversteer to it, making it a little bit harder, but it's a pretty fun car. I enjoy driving this, and it just looks really cool. I like this design. I like that red outline along the skirt and the what the fuck that's called, the bumper. And I just like the blue. I like that blue color. Yeah. A lot of fun. Like, this is one of the best cars to drive. Like, hypercars to drive. It is a lot of fun, and I really enjoy this car. I really like that white and silver that they have going. It's a lot of fun to drive, and I like this car. Not that good, to be honest. It does not handle that well, and yeah, it's a hypercar. One of the worst handling ones too. I don't really care for it. I wish it handled it better, but it doesn't. Nissan. A lot of praise for this brand as well. I like this car. It is a really fun street tier 1 car to drive. And it's just fun to drive. It's just, I love this red that it has. Like, it looks pretty basic, but it looks clean and it's fun to drive. Another car I like, you know, really clean, kind of basic, but street tier 1, that's what you get, and I enjoy it. And yeah. Basically the same as the other one, just with a fancy paint scheme on it. I don't really care for the look of this. It looks a little meh to me, to be honest, but, you know, same thing as this. Decent to drive. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to drive. But yeah, it just doesn't look as good to me. This should have been a drift car. It looks like a drift car. When I got this in the Crew 2, I thought it was a drift car, but it's a street tier 1 car. It should have been a drift car, but oh well. It is very, very fun to drive. This is probably my favorite one of all the three. I do like the look of it. I like that baby blue. I like that little bit of white and pink that it got going. It's cool. I don't drive it much. It's alright to drive. I just don't drive it much. I don't really care for the Fair Lady Z all that much. Just another version. I don't think I've even ever driven this, so moving on. One of the few cars I will say is ass. Yeah, this is one of the few cars that Nissan has that is ass. It looks horrible, and it does not drive any better. It is a piece of crap. I do not drive this whatsoever. A car I do enjoy. I don't know why I got a brown. It kind of looks good in brown. I don't know. I just bought a bunch of every single Nissan in the game. But yeah, the car I actually do drive, the Nismo. I really like this car. I like that white with the red, you know. A classic combo and it just looks good though. And it's just a lot of fun. I do really like this car. You know, Street Tier 2, they all mostly drive really well. This thing is so much fun to drive and looks so fucking good. All the GTR in this game is really fun. Like, I love the Motorfest paint scheme on this. That purple looks really, really good on it. And, you know, it's a fun car to drive. Same exact thing. I like it. It looks fun. But on to the one that I actually give a fuck about. This. This is one of my favorite cars to drive. It is super fun. I love this red and black that I have going. It looks really, really clean, really, really good. I drive this thing all the time. It's just so much fun. I love the look of this thing, and I just drive this all the time. Like, this in the NSX, the NSX and the C8 are my top 3 cars I drive when I just want to cruise and drive a fun car. I love those 3 cars. One of them I love. Another one I really like. I like this car. I believe this one is only available to year 2 pass year 2 pass buyers. It is a fun car to drive, but also most of the new ones are fun to drive, and also GTR. GTR is always fun to drive. I do enjoy this one. It's a fucking R34. It is, well, actually no, the R32 was the one that got the Godzilla name, but it's the R34, the Godzilla. This thing is a beast, and it's so much fucking fun. I love this blue. It's really fun to drive, but I drive this one a little bit more. Obvious reasons. It is the Need for Speed version. It looks really cool. I like that silver and blue it got going. I like it. It's really fun to drive, and you know, Need for Speed reference. Surprisingly, I like this car. I did not think I was going to like this car when I first got it, but I honestly have grown to like this look. I still prefer the older GTR looks, but it doesn't look bad, and I do kind of like it. Yeah, it is fun, pretty fun to drive. I do like driving this one. It drives a lot differently than the other GTR, than the other Zs. I shouldn't say GTRs, but than the other cars. It's pretty fun to drive, and I do enjoy it. I don't drive it too often just because it's not. It's more on the heavy side compared to some of the other cars. This thing feels pretty heavy, and I don't really care for that heavy feel. But you know, if I feel like something that's a little more understeery, I do like driving this. I love this paint scheme. It is pretty fun to drive, and it's just a really fun car. I do enjoy this car a lot. It's just a fucking R30. It's just an R34. Like, who does not like an R34? I don't drive this one that much because I drive this one more. I like this paint scheme I found. Looks cool, and just I like to drive this car. Like this one I drive a lot more because it's a Nismo. I like the Nismos, and it's a lot of fun to drive. It's just really cool. Although it is a little bit on the it doesn't drift super well like some of the other drift cars, but it does drift well enough where I do like to use this occasionally. The first race car I got, first Nissan race car I got, looks weird as hell, but you know what? It fucking drives pretty well. I do really like driving this, and you know, it works. It looks weird, but it gets the job done, and it drives pretty well. But this one drives a little bit better and looks a little bit cooler. I love the GT3 car game. This thing is a lot of fun. I love this thing. You know, another Nismo. I love Nismos, and it's just fucking cool. Once I got this became my main race car until I got the C8. Now that's my main, but you know, I still drive this occasionally if I feel like a little JDM. I don't drive this often, but I do like this car. Looks a little bit weird, but I do like the car. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it, and it looks cool. I do like this paint scheme. Looks pretty cool. Dragster, who gives a fuck? This, it looks weird. It drives okay, but honestly, I like it. And like, I still think it looks weird. I don't mind the look. It's one of the slightly better looking futuristic-esque cars, but you know what? It fucking gets the job done. Like, it doesn't drive that good, but it drives better than some other hypercars, and it's just it is a fun car. Like, I do like the unique look to it. Like, it's a hypercar, but it doesn't. It's a futuristic hypercar, but it looks a little more realistic and modern day than some others. But this motherfucker is a pain in the ass to control, but I do kind of like the look of it. I've gotten a use of these like looks that I had back in the 90s. It does look a little weird, but I've gotten used to the look, and I kind of got like this one, and it handles like it is really hard to handle, but it's fast as hell. This thing, so much fun, and I do enjoy driving this. It's fucking fast. One of the few rally raids I actually like to drive. Like Nissan, like I I think both of them. I think both of these I didn't mind the handling of. Um, and yeah, they're pretty fun to drive. I do like the look I have for them. Even though it is just the default livery you get, I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind the handling of either of these. You know, it's a rally. Honestly, this one doesn't handle as good as some other rally cars. It does handle meh compared to some others, but it handles fine and it works. This thing feels more like a rally raid. I'm pretty sure this feels more like a rally raid. It handles like shit. I do not like this car. So yeah, moving on. I have not driven this car much, so I don't think I've ever driven this car. And Monster Jam or Monster Truck, who cares? I like these two cars. They handle pretty good for a hyper. They handle pretty good, and they look fucking clean, sleek. I love the red on this one. Love that like that chrome green on this. Looks really, really cool. I like these cars. I like this brand. It's a very unique brand and makes some really pretty cool cars. Red and black plane. Looks pretty cool. Moving on. Plane I don't give a fuck about. Moving on. I wish this car handled better. I love this red and white look it has. It looks really cool. I still drive this occasionally, but it just doesn't handle that well. It breaks loose way too easily, and it just suffers from the hypercar handling. I wish it drove better, but it sadly doesn't. This one, however, does drive better. I believe this is a newer car they added, why it handles a little better, and it's pretty fun to drive. I don't care for the look of it. It looks a bit odd. I honestly kind of like that tan on this car. I typically don't care for tan, but this one, it kind of fits. Especially with its like weird look it has. But it's like, yeah, it's a pretty good car. It handles okay. I don't drive it much. I don't really care for this. I do like that like neon-esque look, but I don't drive it too much. And I honestly just, it's just a hypercar that I just don't drive much because I don't drive hypercars much. And there's, you know, I kind of drive this a bit more because it handles well. And this handles decent, but not that good. Plymouth. Drives fine, kind of fun. Just a cooler looking, better version of this, and I prefer driving this. It's a lowrider. It drives like shit. I don't like the look of it. I just don't care for driving it. Pontiac. Love this motherfucker. This is a lot of fun. It is one of my favorite street tier 1 cars to drive. It is really fun. I love this livery. This is actually a Motorfest livery. So yeah, you don't really have to fucking look for it. It's in the Motorfest originals. I don't nope. Fucking let's actually go to the right one. Exclusive. It's one of the ones under exclusive. Here it is. It's this one. And it just looks really cool. I like the look of it. I like that red with that black. So much fun to drive. I love this blue and black livery it has. You know, another Motorfest livery. And it just looks really cool. I love this look. And then the Judds. It's fucking, it's literally just this, but lifted and on steroids. This thing is a lot of fun to drive. It is like, it's another car where it's just the pinnacle of muscle, and this thing drives, it's a lot of fun. It is a handful, but it's a lot of fun to drive. Porsche. Fuck this car. I do not care for it. This car looks like ass. I do not care for it. I really like this car. This is a really, really fun car. I like that yellow and black guy. It's a lot of fun to drive, and it handles really, really nicely. I don't drive it much. I don't really care for it. It looks alright. I just don't care for it too much. It's a Porsche. Drives like a Porsche. A lot of fun to drive. This thing grips the road really, really well, but you can still overdrive. Like, if you overdrive this car, it's still going to slip out from under you, but it's not, like, super punishing like some other cars can be. It is a lot of fun to drive. I just like the black. Like, it just looks sleek. It's a, you know, the 911 Turbo 3.6. It's a classic car, and it's a lot of fun to drive. 959. I love this body kit it has. It's a lot of fun to drive. This thing feels more like a race car than a street tier 2 car. It is a lot of fast. It is fun, and it fucking grips like hell. SUV, don't care. SUV, don't care. Electric piece of shit that doesn't know how to drive straight. Fuck this thing. Used to be my main. Before I got the Nissan GT3, Nismo GT3, before I got the C8, this was my main race car. Really like the look of this. I love that removed headlight for the intake. It just looks really, really cool. Really, really unique. I really like this car. It's a lot of fun. I love driving this car. Don't drive it too much, but, you know, I'll take it out once in a while. I really have not driven this much, so I can't say much. I don't know why it's a hypercar. I guess it's because they need a third hypercar, and they're like, fuck it, I'll swap it on the Porsche, but, yeah. I don't drive it much, so, moving on. Wish it drove better, but it drives like shit. You know, hypercar handling. It's one of the older hypercars. Fucking doesn't know how to drive straight, just spins out every 2 seconds. Same exact thing, just looks a little cooler. It drives like shit. Drives okay for a rally raid. I used to drive, before I found some better ones, I used to drive this all the time, but it drives meh. It drives alright, but it still spins out and isn't the best. But it's a pretty cool car. I do like driving this once in a while. I do like this blue and white livery that I got. It's really cool. Drives like shit. It doesn't steer for shit, and smallest bump will get this thing to spin out. Oh, it blitzed out. That's why it said 200. I haven't driven this much, but for the little bit I drove it in the crew too. It's an alright car. I like the look of it. I love this purple it got. Yeah. It's a cool little car. That's all I gotta say. It's a boat. Who gives a fuck? It's basically the same fucking boat. Who gives a fuck? I really like this boat. This is the boat I use. It is the most unique boat, and it is a lot of fun to use. The helicopters. They're fun. But they're slow as fuck, so, yeah. My go-to Alpha GP. It is the only one that, it's both one of the better handling Alpha GPs and also just the fastest. Like, this is, I believe, one of the fastest Alpha GPs that there is, and you get this from the, Motorsports playlist, so, you know, just get the cars from the Motorsports playlist and get a really cool car. Honestly, pretty fun. It feels pretty good. I like that, like chrome, like metallic blue it got. It's really fun, and I really like this car. It's not one of the best handling cars, but it is one of the better handling. I do like to drive this once in a while, and it's just a fun car. I do enjoy it. My favorite tier 1 car, this thing handles like a race car and is fast as fuck. It can sometimes not want to turn, but it is a classic car, and this thing is just super fucking fast. I love this thing. I drive this all the time. It is my go-to whenever I need some sort of fast car, street tier 1 car. It is so much fun. I love it. American racing performance, like old school wise, at its peak. Fun as hell to drive, but really hard to control. This thing is really fun to drive though. Like, this thing fucking tears tires apart. It is so much fun, but it also spins out all the time because, well, it's a American drift car. This thing is not meant to handle well. It is meant to tear tires apart. And it's so much fun. Motorcycle, it's alright. But motorcycle, I don't really care for motorcycles. Just launched with this update, and it is so much fucking fun. I love this car. It handles really, really well, and it's so much fun to drive. I didn't know it was Street Tier 1. I thought it was Street Tier 2. But Street Tier 1. Really, really fun to drive. I love this car. Brand new, just came out. Super fun. I bought this because I got this because I pre-ordered the game. I changed the livery to add like the kind of blood splatter, I guess. I don't know. Looks really cool though. I love that red. I love the black. I love the little white it got around for the LWK, for the Liberty Walk stuff. I like it. And it's a lot of fun. So yeah, it's a cool little car. Another cool little car. I like this. It's just really fun. It handles really, really well. It's fun to drive. It's a little oversteery, but it's more fun. It's a really fun oversteery car, and not like a super, always wants to break free oversteery car. And it's a lot of fun to drive. Basically the same thing, just a little bit faster, and a little bit different. Yeah, Supras are pretty fun. Do you prefer the Mark 5 or the Mark 4? Supra. You prefer the Mark 4 over the Mark 5? Fucking 880. It's not a Supra, but it fucking looks cool as fuck, though. I do like the 880's design. Yeah, I also like the new GR86. Like, it's not a Supra, obviously, but, like, it looks fucking cool. Like, this thing looks cool, and I cannot wait to see what this thing does for, like, in the future. It's just really cool. And, the Super Drift car. This thing's pretty fun to drive. I enjoy this car. I enjoy ripping this thing out once in a while. It's not the best car to not the best handling car, but you know what? It's a fucking Drift Supra and with a really cool yellow, white, and silver livery, and I just enjoy driving it. I drive a lot, and yeah. I don't even think I have a Mark IV. Yeah, I legit only have the Mark V. Because that's a Mark V, and that's a Mark V. I do not have a Mark IV. I have an A80, which is close enough to a Mark IV, but I don't have a Mark IV Supra. I have basically everything else but. Piece of crap van. Piece of crap minivan. Like, literal minivan. I do not care if this thing drives like shit. I hate this car. So, I thought this was a hypercar, like the Le Mans hypercar. I thought that, or Le Mans prototype. I thought that's what it was. I was expecting a engine, not being a dumbass, or at least a good handling car. But this thing is both electric and handles like shit. You would expect this thing to make fucking 2 tons of downforce. Yet you take a fucking turn and it spins out immediately. This thing handles so badly. I was expecting a car, dude, that handled like the fucking Le Mans prototype. But no, it handles like shit. I fucking regret buying this thing. Do not buy this piece of crap. It is dog shit, and it's not worth like 1.3 million. I think it's worth. Fuck this thing. It is not what I thought it was gonna be. They need to. I hate this thing. It's a fucking lie. Slow as fuck. Handles well because it's slow as fuck. Piece of crap. Electric. What the fuck is Volkswagen in this game, to be honest? I enjoy this car. I think it handles really well. For what it is, at least. It's a fucking hypercar, but it handles better than the other one. And I want to get the base version of this, and I really enjoy this car. It looks really cool. And yeah, it's fucking fun. Motorcycles, who cares? In this, I wish it handled better. It handles pretty well. It's pretty fun to drive. I do like taking this out and driving it. It makes pretty good grip, especially at speed. But once you get to the lower speeds, it drives like every other hypercar. It just doesn't want to drive. It just wants to spin out all the time and oversteer all the time. It's fun to drive, but only at high speeds. Low speeds, it's a piece of shit, and it's just not as fun as some other hypercars can be. But it's still a fun car. I still love driving this thing. Still a unique car and still really cool. But those are all of my cars. All 313 of them. That is a lot. But yeah, that is all of my cars. I want to go buy a Mark IV now and then end the stream. Yeah. Resurrected, you got what you wanted. Every single car. In my opinion, I don't know if anyone else in this game is going to give a shit, or anyone else that watches the stream is going to give a shit about this final section and me talking about every car I own. But yeah, that is my opinion of every single car. Also, Koenigsegg, what the fuck are you doing with this piece of shit? Please do not make another car that looks like this. This thing is fucking crap. Go back to shit like this. Or this. Go back to the cool shit. Not this bull crap. Where's fucking Nissan now? Or Toyota, not Nissan, Toyota. Where's the Toyota? I want to buy a Mark IV now. Because I just noticed I don't have a Mark IV. And that's kinda... This is brand new. When the fuck did this come out? $2.4 million? What the fuck? Okay, you know what? No, I'm not buying that. Fuck you. I'm not buying that. For $2.4 million, that is the most expensive car in this game now. Like, legit. Is there no Mark IV? There's no Mark IV in this game. That's why I don't have one. You get the A80, and you get the Mark V, but you don't get a Mark IV. That's kind of pathetic. Hold on. You get Beetles, which is, you know, the only thing that Volkswagen has that's interesting. Everything else is fucking bullcrap. Sort by price. Oh, I forgot that existed. And the Jesco is that expensive as fuck. And that's expensive. But still, why is this piece of shit 2.4 mil? This is a piece of crap. Why is this 2.4 mil? 2.4. Why is this piece of crap 2.4 mil? What the fuck? What the fuck? I can buy a Koenigsegg 1-to-1 for less money than this piece of shit. I can buy a 1-to-1 for less money than that crap. What the fuck is the price in this game? I do want to get this though. This thing is fucking cool as fuck. I really want this. This is cool. Yeah. Okay, so apparently there are more expensive cars. I feel like they redid the prices, because I do not remember a car being almost $3 million. But anyways, yeah, I need fucking... I want to start buying some of these cars, though. And then all the cars I can't get yet. Eventually, I'll be able to start getting these cars. I want to get this fucking car at some point, but I need more prestige tickets. And I'm not spending $30 to get these two cars, because you have to buy the year one pass to get these two cars, but it's still $30, and it's not worth it, because almost all the cars in the year two pass I already own. But yeah, yeah, that's my collection. That's my opinion on everything. I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna hop off. And yeah, fucking again, massive thanks to you, Resurrected, for joining. Fucking, I, I, I can't believe I've been sitting here for over an hour, just ranting about the cars in my collection. I legit been here for over an hour just ranting the cars in my subscription, or in my fucking thing, bro. That is insane. I am way too obsessed with cars. But yeah, Resurrected. If you want to subscribe, if you want to subscribe, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I stream every Motorfest every Wednesday or Thursday after I do the yeah, fucking after I do the summits. You can hop on and join me to do some racing. But yeah. And we're at 14 subscribers. Fuck, thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. Yes. I not on Motorfest, but I will be playing NASCAR on Saturday, and I will be playing on PC for my first time because I'll be getting it on the weekend on Sunday. That will be what I'll be doing on the weekend. So yeah. But I only stream Motorfest once a week. So yeah. But I stream other games as well. But yeah. Bye. Hope you enjoyed.